Turn to ban.
G'day and welcome to Game 3 in this lower bracket elimination match between Team Liquid and Entity. Liquid took Game 1, Entity have taken Game 2, and we're now in a deciding match. First picks and bans, Enigma once again taken by Team Liquid, and this time with the Crystal Maiden. The CM's coming in to rescue Team Liquid with the win rate of 70% or something to that effect. Entity have taken Tiny, and this time the Broodmother, which was not banned by Team Liquid. So if Game 1 and Game 2, Liquid both banned that Broodmother, not allowing it to make it through into the draft. And this time, not so much. They got rid of the Shrek and the Nyx, and that leaves space for the Spider, for the Mother, to enter into this game for Entity. Entity get rid of Marcy and Primal Beast because they're not stupid. And also ban out the Naga in the next phase. Naga, yeah, Naga's the hero. Naga's the carry of the tournament. I'm just going to say it right now. Naga is the carry of the meta right now. I think this is the pick. They're being banned out as well. Boosting the options for Team Liquid. We might see a Matumba Bear in this Game 3. Pango banned as well. Arc Warden being taken out from Team Liquid. I mean, I don't know about that one. Entity played Arc Warden in Game 1, and it certainly didn't look like it had a lot of positives. But they ban out the Arc Warden, ban out the Sniper. Don't want that pure Sniper again. That pure Sniper just disassembled their team fight in that Game 2. The Liquid looking for a way to fight with this Enigma, not wanting the Sniper doing from the sidelines. See? Oh, no Loon Druid ban just yet. If this is to be Liquid's last game in the tournament, you'd love to see a Lone Druid, Yell Doge Bear come out. You're gonna lose, you want to lose playing a hero you like playing, you know. Entity, they've got their Broodmother. Tiny once again, probably played by Katomi. I mean, they just keep giving Tiny to this man. He's probably going to keep picking it. Had some pretty good initiations in Game 2 with the Ava. Notably, I think it was that 4-man Avatos combo, which just completely caught Liquid unawares on the ramp.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Ursa banned from Entity. I mean, that opens up the bear pick even more with no Ursa. And Enigma is really a bit of a pushing hero. If you don't use Enigma for its pushing potential, then you're really missing out on a bunch of the hero potential. You want to really pick some cores with Enigma that can push reasonably well. You want to bring the opponent to you as Enigma. You have your Eidolons, you can push towers, but you want to bring them to you, because if they come at you rushing at you, they're likely to make a mistake, misplay, position poorly, and then the black hole can punish. If you're trying to force a fight with an Enigma, it's really hard to get one of those, you know, stellar black holes that can turn a whole fight around, because they're waiting for you to come. Morphling banned. Lone, oh not Lone Druid. I was so excited. I was so excited. I thought it was going to be a Lone Druid. I saw a being of great power, but it was the Spirit Breaker instead. The Spirit Breaker picked from Team Liquid. Probably be the Boxy hero. So we see Boxy, Spirit Breaker, Insania on the Crystal Maiden, Zai on the Enigma. Now that this is assured that it's probably going to be the 3 Enigma, I wonder if Entity commit to picking a hard counter to this. You know, Silencer is there. Whether you want to leave yourself with the Silencer in the draft or not, that's up to Entity, but Silencer is there. Warlock is there. You know, these uncountable ways to stop the black hole. And they instead take the Pudge this game. They say, you know what, Team Liquid, Pudge was a good pick, but you just don't know how to play it. Jakiro with the Pudge, excellent combo. You have the Dismember, follow up with the Macropire, get the Ice Path as a Dismember runs out, follow up with the Rot damage, and the rest is history. But once again, Liquid go for the Lifestealer Spirit Breaker combo. It worked in game 1. They're going to go for it again in game 2, or in game 3 rather. And with Pudge picked, Entity have shown their hand. Liquid have managed to get a Lifestealer against a Core Pudge. There's a Tiny as well. You know, good heroes to get the feast on. Going back for this comfortable combo, this pub strat, you might call it, from days of yore. Spirit Breaker Lifestealer. We got to call it. Make sure every time we see it coming in, I want to see Choo-Choo's. Choo-Choo coming in with the Infest Bomb.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Last phase bans now.
Turn to ban.
Entity get rid of the Shadow Fiend. Actually, Liquid removed the Visage. That actually made it through the second phase bans this game. So, I love the banning metas. The banning metas about what heroes are banned when. If you want to get a hero, you know a team might be banning a hero in a certain phase. So you have to pick that hero before that phase if you want it. You know, like there's just... It's really exciting to see teams try and outthink each other. I wonder if the Crystal Maiden would have been banned if it wasn't picked first phase. That's probably would have been, I think. I mean, it was banned second phase, game 2. So, yeah. So you see a hero banned second phase. If you want that hero, you got to pick it first phase. Quap being taken out from Entity as well. Liquid, one last ban. I believe both, or at least Team Liquid, are looking for their mid hero. Mikkei's hero, Lena's still available if they want to run that one back. Although it's never nice to run back a hero that you just lost on. Zai doesn't appear to have a choice in the matter. He is playing the Enigma once again. Now, I will confess, my knowledge on Entity is a little low. I didn't cover... I haven't covered a lot of, or really any of Entity's games. Now, this Broodmother... not sure whether it's a mid or the off lane. Just judging from Liquid's bans, they're banning the Visage. It possibly is the mid hero. Not going to ban out the off laner here, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we'll just have to wait and see how the cards fall for Entity. You would think it's going to be a safe lane Pudge or Pure.
Entity's turn to pick.
Invoker ban, so maybe it is the offlane Broodmother. Or maybe Team Liquid don't know themselves at this stage. Could be flexing either way. But in terms of mid laners for Liquid, they banned out the own Invoker. Maybe they need sort of like a Mars mid. Try and catch this Broodmother. Mars mid sounds actually pretty dope for Team Liquid. Entity, they got 13 seconds left here. I think if they're picking a mid... Oh, the hero that I say always makes it through the draft and is just always a good pick. Provides lockdown, provides damage, provides evasiveness, provides split push, provides lane shove. This is the hero that does it all. Basically, the only thing he doesn't do is hit towers. But otherwise, Puck is the do-it-all hero, and Storm is going to love playing that Puck this game. Should be able to evade a Spirit Breaker Lifestealer gank. Assuming he dodges the first charge coming out from the Spirit Breaker from Boxy. Something that can lane against the Puck in lane. Leshrac is banned. Bop's taken out. SF's taken out. Invoker's out. The spirits are available. All the spirits are available. Yeah, there it is. So it'll be an Ember Spirit.
Now select your heroes.
I mean, you run through the list of potential mid heroes and you go, hang on a second, there's a Storm Spirit, a Void Spirit, and an Ember Spirit all available here. Who's going to pick that up? So it will be the Ember being played by Mickey. Tumberman on the Lifestealer, Boxy on the Spirit Breaker, Insane on Crystal Maiden, and Zai on the Enigma. For the side of Entity, be the Stormstormer Puck. Mid lane, Fishman on the 5-2 Hero. Hero will be the 1 Pudge. Toby on the 3 Broodmother, and Katomi once again. All he does is play tiny Katomi, and he'll be the 4 with the big rock man once again. And honestly, after what happened in game 2, I can't predict really what's going to happen here. I think Liquid showed they have the potential to play better. I'm not sure about this Pudge pick with a Lifestealer. And there is the obvious Dismember through Rage, which can really shut down the Lifestealer, but it's going to be tough with a Spirit Breaker around. Spirit Breaker is just one of those obtrusive heroes that are always going to be looking for the charges, for the stuns, making sure that no one can just sit and channel a spell in the middle of a fight.
Time for a little butchery. Time for a little...
Price net worth at game end.
Honestly,
This is
I'm
basically
really
saying who you think's going to win.
Honestly, I'm really impressed.
Play deaths. Yeah, I think there's going to be a few. I think there's going to be a few deaths.
Spicy.
10 minutes. Stormstormer. Let's play to get 15 denies. Oh my goodness. I mean, probably Stormstormer as well, right? It's going to have a pretty decent lane. I don't know. Whoever really wins mid's probably going to get that. So, we are heading into this game 3. And these are the heroes that both teams have chosen. There's no going back now. Have a look. This is Liquid's Avengers. They've assembled. They're trying to break the spirit of Entity. There's a side of Entity. They've gone again for the tiny. The Broodmother. Mother comes. Will it be enough to claim this game? And of course, Jakiro. And this Pudge. The Butcher. So as we head out to our lanes. Tips. A little bit of aggressive tipping here. And both teams will see each other in mid lane. Ward's placed down. Entity will whack one down on the far side of the river. Liquid will throw theirs on the near side. So one's a little bit easier to de-ward, but maybe thought there's less likely that we'll be sitting there. Otherwise, Entity throw their other ward up on the top side, and actually both wards there. So that's seen.
30 seconds.
Very similar timings. Probably if they're under the cover of smoke, maybe not. But either way, there might be some D-wards. If one gets D-warded, the guarantee the other one will be as well. We didn't get to see a lone druid this game from a Tumberman. It wasn't banned out, so Liquid deciding that the strat was the choo-choo train, the Infest Bomb with the Lifestealer. As we head to contest our runes, Mickey and Insania. Obi walking up and down the cliffs. There will be quite a few of them here, and they'll claim the rune. Hopefully, that'll be 3 runes. 3 runes for the side of Entity. There is one more up on the high ground here, and Liquid will have to do with a little bit of less gold to start the game. So as we kick ourselves off, Mickey in the mid lane will be against, on the Ember Spirit, against the Puck being played by Stormstormer. In the bottom lane, Toby on the Broodmother, and Katomi on the Tiny will be laning up against Matumberman on the Lifestealer and Insania on the Crystal Maiden. We're just bodying them as they come to the lane here with the level 1 Feast. Although, Insania getting a lot of damage thrown his way before the creep waves meet. And Insania says, I'll take that. I'll take a little bit of gold. On the top side, we have Fishman playing the Jakiro, pulling Pure on the one Pudge. They're laying against Zai on the Enigma, and Boxy on the Spirit Breaker. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of lane manipulation already. Furia possibly going down. Tony will yoink that one. So no Tangos for Matamba Man. Have to make do with the items he has. And Insania, if you're going down for this first blood, does just get into the trees and live. And it's a trading courier as well. Courier for courier kills. We've seen the courier first bloods for both teams, but the heroes are yet to fall. And the creep wave is now over in the spider webs in the jungle. Insania's got to be careful. The catcher he does. One tower hit. And under the cover of the tower armor and regen. Happy to trade a little bit against Katomi. Mid lane, Stormer 8 and 0. Mickey 8 and 1. Reasonably even in this mid lane. Looks like Mickey will get a few more last hits here with this wave coming in. Top side, Boxy still just trying to manipulate the creeps. We'll see them. Is he going to try and pull them through? Yes, he will. And start pulling them back over to passively behind the tier 2 tower. He's going to do a bit of a wander around. Just to pull them up. Fishman, I even try and pull them to the creeps here. And you deny your full wave there if you did. So no creep pull. And they are really going on a journey. These creeps. Boxy, he's taking them. Oh, one actually splintered off. So certainly not what you want there, but what you're gonna have to deal with. He's gonna bring him in under the tower. An unusual place to bring the creeps. Normally you want to pull them back behind the tier 2 here, hold them here for a moment, bring the next wave in, deny as much as you can. But now they're going to have double wave pushing in, it would appear. Maybe they want a double wave pushing in here from Boxy inside. They want to put some pressure on Pure's Pudge underneath the tower. Possibly that's the plan with the Eidolons though. Fisherman off to the side, being zoned. Eidolons are on cooldown for 16 seconds. Bottom side, Matamba Man onto Katomi. Got the Ghoul Frenzy. Matamba Man's going to have to work himself into a frenzy to win this game for Liquid. Side, Fury's on top of Zai. The bash from Boxy though. The 17%. You'll love to see. There it is again. Oh, get another one. Another hit. Bash is coming through. Boxy. He's got the bash on command here. These fishermen in the area, think about trying out that 17% once again, but he'll head over. Maybe even make a rotation in mid. I doubt they try and go for Stormer. It's a pretty hard kill. Now with boots as well. Level in the phase shift. No, this puck is very, very evasive. Insania doesn't have the frostbite. He's already used it, so Toby will make it back. As some tangos inside the webs, he'll start regenning back up at 16.1. I mean, this is these webs, level 1 webs, and it's health regen, only 5 health regen per second. It's so much. Top side, Pure is trying to pull the creeps over a little bit, try and get this large creep. And they really denied their stun. Comes out onto Zai, but the charge onto Pure. They've got the Eidolons dealing the damage. If they get some bashes, there it is. Boxy, can he buy another one? Trying to find the bash. There's the slow onto Zai, but Fishman, he's working himself into a corner. I don't think there's any way out unless he can walk it off. He needs a little bit. There's the Maleficent. That should get the job done. And first blood will go to Zai. Charge coming through from Boxy. He wants the hits. Eidolon is dealing the damage. There'll be another hit. But if he gets another bash here, it's probably death for Pure. Maleficent in 3 seconds. Actually, there's the Midnight Pulse as well. I think this should be the death of Pure. Goes down. Maleficent comes through. Fishman can't get there in time. Looks right at the dual breath, but it'll just scare Boxy away. And Boxy now has the boots of speed with the mangoes ready to keep rolling this top lane. Tumberman, level 3. 1-1-1 build. Katomi can output a lot of damage with the Avatos combo if the rage isn't popped first. Insania getting some pulls off, denying a little bit of XP. Will wander himself around and we do some stacking. I think towards the mid lane. Might want to make some sort of rotation on the puck. Once again, it's a hard kill. Trying to secure the rune. So 6-minute rune. Insania is here. Katomi going to walk in as well. They want this rune for their Ember Spirit. See that the Tiny's in the area. Stun comes out from Zakiro, but the rune is topside. Mickey grabs it. The regen. He'll happily take it. And Stormstormer has a full bottle either way. Probably be more of a fight breaking out now. Just to the D ward, Boxy and Insania make their way up. Pure with the Ring of Health should be able to regen reasonably well in this lane now. But it's going to be the damage that comes out potentially from the Bash as Boxy charging in level 2 on the Greater Bash. The hook actually cancels it, so Boxy, be careful there now to slow the rot. Midnight Pulse is down. You don't really want to fight on this Midnight Pulse. Even level 1, 5% damage per second. Bottom side, Matama Man still chasing forward onto Toby. Insania's got the mangoes. Has another 2 spells available if he wants to use it. It's just too strong. Now we're up to 7 health regen per second in the webs. It's very hard to bring down this spider. Switch over to net worth, we can see that it is the Ember at the top of the net worth, 3,300 at the moment, to the 3,100 of Stormstormer. They should pretty much clean that up on this lane here for the time being. Topside, charge comes out from Boxy. Zai has a black hole. Thinking about using it, stun from Fishman. And that's on cooldown. There's the black hole. Avalanche instantly cancels it, but Mickey's already in the area. Remnant's forward has the Flame Guard level 2. Toss will break it. Now he's underneath the tower. Charge coming through from Boxy. As the 4-man Sleight of Fist, they will get the finish from Mickey. He needs another few seconds to get a Sleight of Fist off. I think he'll get it. There it is. Turns around onto Katomi. Zai's hitting with the Eidolons. The Tiny goes down as well. So far, it's a 3-0. Stormstormer is in the middle of the fight. Insania's rolled forward. Charge actually catches the puck. He's got nowhere to go. The Frostbite as well. It's 4 dead on the side of Entity, and Mickey surviving on slithers of HP. Liquid, they lose nothing. Maintaining their perfect record in this game so far. 6 kills to 0. They take the top tier 1 tower. And in Entity, they didn't bring the Broodmother. And unlikely that you would want to, but still, fantastic fight there from Liquid. The maxed out Sleight of Fist from this Ember Spirit early. Just really making sure everyone was getting low at a fairly consistent rate. Mickey has the completed Orb of Corrosion. Vanguard on you up. Blocking some of that physical damage coming out. Close to level 6 himself. It's level 8 on the Ember Spirit. And already this game is looking a lot better for the side of Liquid. Charge coming through. Will connect, however, Boxy. Look at Avalanche. There's the Silken Bowler. Spiders are on top. And with the Jakiro slow from the Dual Breath, the Spirit Breaker will have his own Spirit broken in the bottom lane. Coming in. This being somewhat controlled here. With the Rage, you'll perfectly fine to walk it off. Be careful of that silence from the park. Fishman off target with the stun either way. Okay, he's onto Pure. There's dismembered. There's charge coming. Will it be there fast enough? The Tumber Man is in the area. With the Infest Bomb to give it a little bit of heals up. And now the double stun catches through. Matama Man might actually be in trouble. Zai comes through from the top side. No black hole just yet. Got plenty of Eidolons though. Charge from Boxy. He needs another hit. One more might get the damage done. No, the block from the Vanguard. Damage does come out. Toby's joined in the mid lane as well. It's 5 dead for the time being. Toby tosses back up. Boxy thinking about going in. This Tiny is low. It's the vision. It's the stun. He's underneath the tier 2. The damage will be there from Zai's Eidolon Stormstormer scouting it out. The Boxy will be perfectly fine to walk it off and TP back to the bottom lane. So when the dust settles, it's 6 dead in the mid lane. What a brawl. I mean, when you see a Broodmother, you see a Spirit Breaker, Ember Spirit, You know there's going to be brawls. This game is going to be constant brawls. Complete opposite of what we saw in Game 1. These heroes want to fight, and they want to fight constantly to make use of their low cooldown spells. Fishman has the boots working towards arcane boots. A little bit more mana sustain for probably the Puck. Tiny and Pudge really want that mana sustain. Being strength heroes. You are. Did he grab the Vanguard and just maybe the casual cloak? Wonder if he's sending out the rest of the hood. No, just the Windlace. So the casual cloak and into the Aghanim Scepter. So doesn't want to commit the gold in on the full hood. Feels like he doesn't need it. Just a casual cloak is enough. Foxy moving through now with the Nether Strike. Level 6. Zai has a black hole this time. Close to having the Wraith Pact online, but not just yet. Will just be the Vladimir's aura for the time being. See the Sleight of Fist Band from Mickey with the Orb of Corrosion. It's heavy damage.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Stormstormer takes that damage and it really hurts. Just missed off the target that time. Boxy charging through. Nicely for Tony does cancel it with the Avalanche, so there's no charge hitting. However, there is no however. There is no however. The Spirit Breaker does go down. No chance to get off the Nether Strike. Tummerman still farming. Going for the armlet. I see Pure, and this is interesting. Two lads meet in the jungle, and Pure decides to TP out to the mid lane. So is Matumberman, because the fight's kicking off. There has been a Quill committed. Black Hole catching on the 2, but the Ember Spirit's already dead. Freezing Field from Insania might be enough to get through the damage of Pure. CM dies for it in the end, but certainly wouldn't have had the damage without that Freezing Field to get Pure down. Pure dies. So does Mickey on the Ember. Matumberman lives. The core's dying on both sides, but while that was happening, Toby cleans out the bottom tier 2 tower. Now this outpost is available to be taken. Broodmother will be completing the full pipe as well, so another reason maybe why the Pudge Pure isn't thinking about completing that hood. Probably there'll be a pipe online for their team soon enough. Lane. Alephus, Mickey trying to get the damage through on a Stormstorm, but Katomi from the side with the Avalanche. Foxy charging through, will miss with the stun, still has a Nether Strike if he wants to use it. Probably just trying to get away now. The spiders are on him, and look at the damage from these spiders, my goodness. The level 1 spawn spiderlings. I mean, they are no joke. And the ball continues up the top side. Quill again onto Mickey. He's got the Flame Guard. Going to have to try and use the Sleight of Fist, but he's just silenced. Underneath the Macropyre, he can't live. And Entity is starting to draw back this early deficit. They actually have a slight lead now in terms of net worth. Just dip back towards their way, and they're starting to get a roll on. With this Broodmother is splitting up the spiders, making sure they don't all die. A little smart play there from Toby. Tanya will try and kill the weaker ones, but you gotta be careful. As this Crystal Maiden, you're showing yourself in the mid lane. Nether Strike catches Tiny. There's the Freezing Field. Will kill the spiders, but at what cost? Is cancelled from the stun. The Tumberman charging forward with the Rage. Mickey TP'd back in. As a Remnant charging forward, trying to get forward onto anyone really here. Chains do miss. Catch a couple of spiders, and Matumberman has an armlet. Charge again. Will connect. Avalanche to follow through. There's the Ice Path with the Dual Breath catching onto 2. Tomy still retreating backwards. Mickey, you gotta be careful going too far forward. Is running out of mana and charges. It will just be Insania's CM who dies underneath the tier 1. That's about the only way Insania can survive against those spiders is by popping the Freezing Field. Obviously, the Freezing Field will kill the spiders reasonably quickly, but the other thing is the bonus 20 armor that Freezing Field provides. But that Freezing Field is not going to be up all the time, so when it's down, no real protection against those spiders from the Broodmother. Die Black Hole ready in 12 seconds. Pure Aghanim Scepter, 1200 gold away. Not too far now. And this Pudge will become an entirely different beast on the map. Stormstormer, Witchblade complete, working towards the Ether Lens and the Blink now. Zania wants the drums. The drums on the CM has been a build for quite a while. It's not particularly a new thing. It just provides the auras that your team might be looking for. It also gives a bit of strength and into the CM. CM is lacking generally HP and mana. Charging forward, trying to kill all the spiders. Look at all the gold. Boxy says, I'll take that. The spiders will be cleaned out. Okay, we'll make sure the rest die. But already there's more spiders being spawned. Toby, the mother, is in the back line just spitting out more eggs. Yeah, so just the strength and int that it provides to Crystal Maiden. Generally a low mana pool, low HP pool. Does just make them a little bit more survivable. If you take the 250 health at level 10 as well, you have a decent HP pool that you can often survive a combo from the Tiny or a Stormstormer, a combo as well. Gives you a little bit of chance to do something rather than just instantly die. And the opponent need to commit a little more spells onto you. 3-man smoke now from Anthony moving to the top lane. They're looking for Zai. Zai has the Black Hole and the Wraith Pact.
Dire's top tower is
Not sure there'll be any movements coming to help him in the near future. The liquid rotations will be a little slow. Tony comes around the trees and says, hello, Mr. Enigma. Stun actually just missed a little miscommunication there. On the deck, there is a Wraith Pact. TP out, trying to get there, and the coil will be committed. Just making sure that the coil was used there, forcing that 75-second cooldown. And you can see how much damage reduction that was doing. Able to almost TP out under the Macropire and the right clicks. A little bit of a pause now for the time being. Sound is the stated reason from Toby. I wonder if that's sounds in the game or sounds outside the game. But we're ready to go nice and quickly. Spiders moving through. They'll scout out Nikkei. But now it does have the maxed out Flame Guard. Reasonable at ticking through the spiders if you get on top. And you can see this whole area of the jungle is the Broodmother. So this is why you want to ban a Broodmother, because it's not necessarily what the Broodmother can do. Actually, saying he's been caught by the combo stun in, and probably going to be taking out Frostbite into the freezing field will actually be enough to turn around. Insania living. Throws out a couple of voice lines for good measure, and he's still alive. Oh, but the spiders are now on him. The dismember on Matama Man does get the rage off. Has the armlet not activated just yet. Turns it on now, and still chasing forward is Stormstormer on the puck. In the Blink Dagger, gets out with the Jaunt. That's a 5 for a 5 in the mid lane after all that. For the Broodmother pick, it's not necessarily what the Broodmother is going to do in the fights. It's more about the Broodmother controlling a certain area of the map. They scouted out Nikkei. Was that the TP being used? I believe it was. So, Coil has been committed. Avalanche, toss, follow up, and that's just dead. It's a dead Ember Spirit. Nikkei is really starting to fall off this game. He slipped down the 5th on the net worth chart. It's just Matama Man that's holding firm for the time being, close to having that Desolator rate. In fact, it's pretty much there. The Spirit Breaker dying on the top side as well. Pure finds the kill with the Aghanim Scepter now as well. The Liquid's starting to get picked off all around the map.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Zai close to a Blink Dagger. That's a Philosopher's Stone for both sides, I believe. Have a quick little look. So Philosopher's Stone for Entity, and also Philosopher's Stone for side of Liquid. It's always fair. You want to see Philosophers on both sides. As a support, seeing the opposition support with a Philosopher's Stone and you don't have one, it feels pretty bad. And you feel like, man, they're just going to scale and I'm just going to sit here with chopped liver. Feeling pretty sad about myself. Toby has the pipe completed plus the Vlads. I think the next item's possibly coming out. What's on the courier? That's too curious courier. Okay, so just the pipe completed with the Vlads, and yeah, it'll be the Wraith pack next for this Broodmother. Broodmother just denies the space on the map. Just denies the space on the map for the side of Liquid to farm. You just can't get it done. Boxy charges in, they'll find the Jakiro straight away. Matama Man tries not to use the rage, and he won't. Happily holds it. And so this whole area of the map becomes a no-go zone for the side of Liquid, as I see them moving out. They are trying to get some wards, weird wards. Look at this ward here. This is a unusual ward. Now, some people might call that bad. I call it unusual because this is a ward that's not going to get dewarded. Like, there is no way this ward is ever going to be dewarded without a gem. And it's going to provide constant vision in that area. Excuse me. But it might just give you enough vision to get a pick off to see who's on the bottom side of the map. Oh, sneezes always come in twos. Look at all the spiders from Toby. The spider army, get him into the webs. Smoked up, coming forward. Gonna find a catch. Ember Spirit, Mickey. He might be the target again. Oh, the remnant out. Sleight of fist. Whether it was accidental or on purpose, but does manage to evade it. Boxy now charging forward with the Infest Bomb. Choo-choo! They find the Tiny, and it should be an easy kill, although the Wraith wasn't popped then from a Tummerman. Now he does throw it out. Fishman is the target. Should be a follow-up kill. Easy enough. There's a black hole on the backline. They catch the two cores. Mickey's in now as well with the BKB. Pure trying to make it through. Stormstorm makes it away with the DD running still active and managed to get the kill over onto Zai. So both targets caught inside the black hole didn't actually go down. There wasn't enough follow-up damage. I don't know where Matama Man went. I think maybe killing the spider. Check. Yeah, did get on top of Toby, but certainly the two heroes inside the black hole would have been the priority. This Pudge and the Puck. So good black hole there from Zai. Unable to get the kills, but certainly did stop the fight from going any worse than it could have. Mickey, just the really naked BKB with the Orb of Corrosion, Phase Boots. Hasn't really got forward into any further items. Looking for the Sange and Kaya. The magical damage build is building into this game. Wants to go for that Aghanim Scepter with the Remnant charge restore time. Smoke now, once again, from Liquid. No black hole this time, but the Infest Bomb is ready. Charging forward, they get the stun. Initiation, trying to get the Tiny down, but there's the Dismember. Immediately broken on Pure. Acropire down in the middle of the fight, not actually dealing any damage to anyone at the moment. And Leash is once again on Mickey. Pops the BKB, wants to move forward. Try and help Matamba Man off to the side. There's a charge, buyback from Boxy. He gets onto Toby. They want to try and get the kill. Insania just letting it go in the middle. Stun will be coming out from Boxy. Follow up. Doesn't have the Nether Strike. And they find this spider. He's making it away through the trees. Chase is on. They're going to need an Ember Spirit. We see him further forward. They catch the Slight Chains. And that should be the Mother going down. 4 dead on the side of Entity, just for trading the one of Zai. Remember, that was without a black hole. The Liquid, they're starting to team fight their way back into this game. They weren't going well too far with the control on the map. They were losing out on farm, but the power of their team fight, the power of their coordination, maybe can bring them back, particularly with the Spirit Break. It was a buyback on Boxy, did commit at that fight. Close to getting that BKB. He has the BKB, will just survive for a lot longer in the middle of the fight. For the time being, there's not really going to be the physical damage. In fact, the BKB, I don't see really anyone dying in a BKB to this Entity draft. Like, Puck's not going to be dealing the physical damage. Chikiro, unless there's a Ags Macropire, which is nowhere working towards. Tiny, you'd have to have a tree volley with a Daedalus. The Broodmother hasn't gone a physical damage build. And yeah, Pudge is all about the rot. So the BKBs just provide absolute immunity for the side of Liquid. Charging forward, they get the catch once again on the hero. And that'll be a dead one. They don't go forward. I think they caught a spider then. Yeah, I think Boxy caught a spider with the stun, so they'll be able to walk it off. Actually, Coil on the backline, they catch the 2. BKB now from Mickey. Charge used on Katomi. Remnanting forward. Die is in the area, thinking about the black hole. Doesn't use it just yet. Money will go down. All the spiders, though. Look at all the gold. Yummy, yummy, yummy. They've got gold in their tummies. If they want to try and get them down, no, won't use another slide. And while this was happening, Matama Man going for Roach Pit. With a stun. Always a risk as a Spirit Breaker charging throughout Roach Pit that you're going to get. You're going to get the bad touch on the way through. The stun. Top lane, okay. Oh, the hook just a little bit short. Just a little bit short for Mickey. So he'll live. 18 charges on the Desolator now. Almost maxed out at that 20. When you get a Desolator, you certainly want to get those kills. You sort of feel like you're being sold a dud if you don't get that additional 20 damage.
Dire are scanning.
Mech completed on Fishman. So auras being built up for the side of Entity. Then grouped together with the mech, with the pipe, with this Wraith Pact. Very hard to bring down. Iron Sandwich completed on Stormstormer. Will grab himself a bounty rune. Yoink. Level 3 Coil online. So that lasts for now... Will just still lasts for 6 seconds, but the break duration is for longer. 3 seconds and 400 seconds on 400 damage on the stun. The level 1 coil is really not much. You just break it, it's 1.8 seconds stun, it's 200 damage. Doesn't really do a lot. However, the level 3 coil, 3 second stun, you really don't want to break it. Particularly towards the end of the coil, because then you're locked down to close to 7 or 8 seconds. Smoke now from the side of Liquid. They want to keep playing this fast-paced Dota. They've got a black hole. Zai's well in the back. Boxy straight into the Roach Pit they go, actually. But the spiders are going to immediately scout it out. They know what's up. Entity off to the side. They see what's happening. They've got spiders and webs in the pit. Stormstormer. Moving forward, just doing a bit of damage on Matama Man. Matama Man's got to be careful. He can get quite low here. He's got a BKB as well. BKB pop from Boxy. Now we're trying to get the damage onto Stormstormer. But Matama Man's got on the Fishman. Does get the 1 kill as the fight continues off to the side. Zai's actually been caught by the coil. He needs to somehow stay alive. He will go down to the spiders. No buyback either. Buyback from the Jakiro. So Entity with the superior numbers. Don't see a way Liquid can turn this around with 5v3. You were just bodying them out. The black hole wasn't used. Wraith Pact was, and Roche is half HP. And he might just dip into the pit and try and take this themselves. Liquid, are they prepared to give it up? Roshan is falling quick. Now, I don't think they're going to get here in time. Mickey might go for a cheeky steal, but there is a stun on the deck. And he's got to be careful not to be put back. Boxy might even just die here. Try and charge himself away. Actually cancelled the Tummer Man. He's in the area. Close to being level 20. Probably take the Ghoul Frenzy slow, an additional 15%. So the Tummer Man has the BKB plus the Rage. So this double magic immunity build. So it's fresh still, so 9 seconds. 6 seconds. So it's 15 seconds of magic immunity in the next fight that they wish to take. That's a lot of magic immunity. With the damage he can pump out. Okay, running into Stormstorm. Actually, it's just a coil. Just walk straight in there. Hook will catch, breaking the coil with the follow-up dismember. This is a dead Ember Spirit. Black Hole has been committed, killing the puck. Fight might be continuing now. The puck dead. The Man pops the BKB, wants to turn around. There is no dismember for 7 seconds. However, Pure is very tanky. Tries to hook back in. There is a buyback available on both mids at this time. saw there. The Tumberman just doesn't have the damage at the moment to break through this pudge. You are, I mean, at least with the flesh heap popped. Once that flesh heap is down, he can probably get through him. But with the flesh heap up, I mean, this is a ridiculous amount of damage reduction between the Vanguard and the flesh heap. Just wasn't taking damage at all. Oh, they find Zai. A black hole charge comes through. The Infest Bomb is ready. I'll try and find some more. This is just constant fast-paced Dota now from the side of Liquid. Boxy and Matumberman constantly looking for catch. A little stack here from Boxy. Tomi has the 4-staff completed with the blink. Obi, Lotus Orb as well, my goodness. Lotus Orb, good against the chains, good against the frostbite. Even the open wounds, I believe, are dispellable. Alephus, so many good targets for this Lotus Orb. Open wounds are dispellable, yeah. So this game, it's sort of starting to turn back on its head again. Liquid were starting to get their foot back in the door, and Entity have just slammed it in their face for the time being. Aegis for another 2 minutes 24. It really does feel like the black holes from Zai are the entire fight. If they can manage to get some big black holes on this Enigma, then they can possibly take fights. But without it, it just seems impossible. Smoke now, no black hole for 70. This is good timing for Entity to move. There's a DD in the top lane. That's going to break the smoke. KB popped immediately. We'll throw the Nether Strike. He's going to try and walk it off as a bulldoze in a second, and look perfectly fine. So, just breaking the smoke there from Boxy. Pretty good, really, for Liquid in the end. Although, silence forward. On a Matumberman. Always has a way to dispel it off as long as the BKB is ready. Basher online as well. Just went for double Orb of Corrosion. Mickey went for one as well, so yeah. Iron Sand online. Going through with the Aghanim Scepter next. Wants to have the bonus cast range, remnant speed, and maximum charges. And it feels really good once you get that level 25 talent with a 12-second recharge time. Reduction. Black hole up in 15. Liquid might look to actually take a fight now. Bottom lane. Stormer moving in. Trying to find Boxy. Rose is available again in a moment, but I think Stormstormer's just getting killed. There's nothing really Boxy can do here. With the DD on the puck, he's hitting pretty hard. About 360 damage a pop. And Octarine Core online, which means just can't really get away from those illusionary orbs or the silencers. You are level 23. Close to getting 25. There's the immediate blink eat. Cancelled. Rage from the Tumberman. You can see the amount of damage it does. The Tumberman brought to below half HP just from the Pudge alone. There are even no other spells. If there had been Katomi ready to blink follow up with the Avalanche Toss combo, that's just a dead Matumberman. Gem as well on the puck, so the vision game you can see on the map at the moment. We got obs all the way across the map for the side of Entity, and yeah, Liquid they've got vision up on this high ground. That's about it. Off onto the side, because that's the only spot that hasn't been dewatered. They really don't have any. Actually, they're moving forward. Hewitt no longer has the Aegis. There's the black hole committed the BKB with the Tumberman. Can they get the job done? They will. There's a buyback. He wants to come back into it. Tony trying to move away with the Lotus Orb. Stun comes through. BKB from Mickey Quill onto Matumberman. The buyback and tossed outside of the range. He's going to break it. The snap on Matumberman uses the BKB, but he's dead. He's already dead. The fight's continuing. Liquid, they're trying to get out of this as fast as they can. They don't want to take more casualties. The stun onto the high ground. Stormstormer, they're still coming for more. They find Zai. The hook catches Insane here as well. There's more. And onto the high ground they go. There is backdoor protection. Creeps coming in, so that they got the buyback out of Pure. But really, maybe they should have wished that they didn't, because Entity just turned the fight around. Foxy just keeping the wave out of the base. He's gonna die for it. Oh, he actually gets out. He doesn't die for it at all. Foxy understanding what's important in this game right now. The creeps will eventually make it here. Glyph is used, but with the level 3 liquid fire, the tower's just not going to really dispose of this wave at all. Link, hook in, stun, will connect onto Pure Katomi with the avalanche, doesn't quite catch onto Mickey. Manages to remnant away up the high ground. Level 20 now on Mickey's side, throws out the Malefice. Night Pulse is down. Hook fishing again. Charge catches onto this Puck, but of course he's a Puck, so he can just get away. Puck has the magic buttons. Moving forward onto Pure. Matamba Man pops the rage. There's the BKB. They cancel it. Can they get the damage onto Pure? He brought back for this fight. They're still chasing through the bash. They find it eventually. Down to Jakiro as well. Matamba Man, he's untouched in the middle of the fight now. He'll have rage in 3 seconds. Finds a bash onto Katomi. That's another one dead. Double buyback now from the side of Liquid. CM as well as the Spirit Breaker, and they found the spider in the trees. It's 4 dead. Cost them a couple of buybacks. But I think that's a trade Liquid are willing to take. Matamba Man, with all this magic immunity, can just keep charging forward in the fights as long as that dismember, the BKB dismember, has been broken from the Spirit Breaker. Matamba Man is just untouched. As you look at the draft of Entity, once that's gone, there is no lockdown for this lifesteal. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Stormstormer is working towards an Ags. Actually, it doesn't do that anymore. My mistake. Level 25, he'll have it soon enough. Dreamcall pierces magic immunity. You can see I live in the past. Level 25, Dreamcall pierces magic immunity. That will be one way to lock down this lifestealer. So Liquid getting a little bit of space on the map. There is no Roshan for another 44 seconds. It's a reasonably quick respawn, but not quick enough for Liquid. Entity will be back out on the map by the time it's available. Does he have it? He does. Dreamcall pierces magic immunity. This could be a huge catch onto Matamba Man. Yet to get the 1.5 second rage duration. I don't think I've ever seen anyone take the feast. Plus 1.2% feast lifesteal. That just seems like an absolutely shockingly bad talent. 8 seconds on Roshan, 6 seconds on the respawn. Aced rune in the river. Check it again soon. If they check it now, they'll see it up. They just dip into the pit. Liquid will know, but Entity, they're on the way out. They know the Roche is up, but they want to look for the fight. Boxy charges forward with the Infest. Actually catches 2 with the stun. There's the coil. It pierces the magic immunity. I don't know if they've looked at it. Black Hole is being cancelled. Buyback immediately from Jakiro, and Liquid looking to make their way out of this. They charge forward. Oh no, Boxy might be isolated here. Tony with the jump forward. Avalanche tossing him back into it. And now Matamba Man is forced to turn around with the rage. Running off to the side. There will be a buyback from Fishman to get back into the fight. I think they've scouted it out now that the Puck is in fact level 25. I think they played in that fight like they knew they were. They BKB'd and just didn't run out of the coil. So I think they kind of knew. They had scouted out that he is level 25. Oh, you gotta be careful. Wolves aside. Careful in this top lane. Is he working towards a refresher next? No, he wants the Octarine, so just lower cooldown. Almost level 20. The 250 health at 15. Probably the 200 Midnight Pulse radius. I'm not sure if that's my game or the server. But either way, Roche is being taken, and Pure will claim it once again. The Shard looks like the Pudge will take it as well. Get the Dismember upgrade.
Has been killed.
Just swallowing up the old swallow up of the ally to be able to save someone, possibly in a black hole. So items and Aegis heading the way of Entity. Liquid, they have to pretty much take these fights perfectly. They want any chance. Additional 1.5 seconds on Rage is huge though. Turning into a 7.5 second magic immunity in this game when there is no physical damage coming through on Matamba Man. That's the real deal right there. I think he knows it as well. Matamba Man is the king of this, is the boss of this game. He is the boss of this game. Just whether he's allowed to deal the damage. Nikkei has the Ags now online. Almost close to level 25 as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tomi has a Yules, working towards a BKB, so hasn't really gone into that sort of 3.5 position. Didn't go for the Aghanim Scepter. But even just as a level 18 Tiny, he's gonna deal damage. Pre-bonus damage multiplies up to 40%. Bonus damage is 150. This guy deals damage either way. So doesn't really need the items to come online. In fact, look at this guy. I mean, look at this. 20 bonus armor, 150 bonus damage, half a rapier just free. 300 toss bonus damage. What is this? What is this hero? What is Grow? What is this ability? It seems a little bit busted. Smoke now from Liquid. They've got one. And about having this black hole. 40 Eidolon damage over the Midnight Pulse radius. So we might have taken the Midnight Pulse radius, particularly in these fights. And now we go again. Foxy looking for the catch. Blink forward. That was a flicker, and now they charge. They find the Pudge. Can they get the blow up on him immediately? I think they will. That's the first life. Macropie thrown down in the middle of the fight, and there's the black hole. BKB on top of the Pudge. Can they take him down in the second life? He's got the BKB off, but Mickey gets the damage done with his own BKB. They're finding on the backline. They found the Spider and Fishman. Try and kill the Jakiro. Dragon will go down. Toby is going to try and hold it back up on his high ground. However, a Frostbite catches him. Insania happy to cast it on top of the Lotus Orb, and that's 3 dead with the Aegis. The respawn being taken out as well. Liquid, they're moving further forward in this game. In fact, they find a catch up on the top side as well. Hitting the Tiny, and there's no buybacks. It's just the Broodmother.
Dire's middle tower.
This is going to be some free towers to the side of Liquid. Liquid, are they doing it in this game? So many Liquid supporters. Certainly more Liquid supporters than Entity supporters. Tamaman did take the 1.5 second rage. His BKB is down to 6. Stormstormer. Open wounds on him. The rest of the team are arriving. Ooh, jumping forward. The lift will be used. Okay. Actually inside now. Let's just see if we can get a catch. The ninja gear. Be able to throw out the illusion wheels. That's 1 racks down. Going to the top side. They're not buying back, so at this point you just want to get as much out of this as you can. Secondary glyph. Healing up on Matamba. Look at the heals from these open wounds. Insane how much that heals now. As it changes from one creep to the next. Coil actually used on Matamba Man. We'll pop the rage. Just for safety's sake. Hitomi was hanging off to the sides. And Matamba Man just healing up with these open wounds. My goodness. This is not the ability that it used to be. 50% lifesteal, 50% max slow. Lasts for 7 seconds. And there's a lot of text on. Basically, it jumps from one to the next. And it deals damage as well. Percentage of health. Stuff over the edge. Insania will survive. The TP home for the time being. Will just make it out. Zai in the trees, linking back as well. Like the Eidolons are pushing this top lane. Get a little bit of damage on the tower. Entity moving further backwards. Just retreating back to their side. Stormstormer has the Aeon disc. 125 second cooldown now as well. Pure Shiva's Guard online. Trying to negate the damage coming out from this lifestealer, but it's rough. It's a lot. He now has the AC and the Abyssal. Foxy's looking for the jump with the Aghanim Scepter. It's very hard to see this guy coming. He charges out of nowhere, almost like it's a Charge of Darkness. Got the 175 Charge of Darkness move speed as well. This guy, he comes in fast. Find anyone that'd be willing to go in. Zai has the black hole, always working towards a refresher. Just went for the Etherlens, didn't finish off the Octarine. At the moment, the Tama Man doesn't really feel the need to farm. He's just wanting to fight, wanting to take it. He's coming over. We'll push in the lane. 425 close. Might be a fight breaking out. The Aeon Disc popped. Nope, no, it wasn't. Aeon Disc will be preserved. These Aeon Disc charges are very, very important. You know, you get up to 165 second cooldown. That's almost 3 minutes. It's a very long time without an Aeon Disc. Charging forward, trying to catch the stun. Then we'll find the Jakiro with the bashes. The Tama Man. Ooh, the Swallow from Pure saving the Jakiro. Moving back in the middle of the fight. It's a 3-man coil. Not sure there's going to be the follow-up from Entity with that Midnight Pulse on the deck. And with the Zai Black Hole just waiting in the wings. Charging forward again. Can they catch the Spider? Hook, saving. X. Pure, I think he's got the Swallow available. He does this time. But will they catch on to Pure? They do. There's the Black Hole. They're dealing the damage, but Tama Man needs a bash. There's the bash from Boxy. They get the kill. Buys back immediately into the fight. Pure. Hitomi trying to get the stuns off to the side. Insane with the freezing field. Okay, found the Spider. They have the damage. Spider is dead. Buyback as well. Hitomi with the initiation. And there's the Hex immediately out. And the hits from a Tama Man. The rage is up and ready to go. This is going to be a dieback from Pure. He's down for 125 seconds. Liquid, they're still charging forward. Mickey finds the double slight chains. Hitomi moving through into the fight. They get the kill. Will there be buybacks? Refresh on Zai. Doesn't actually have the mana. Stormer will make it out to the side of the fight, and that's double buybacks from Liquid. So do they want to try and take this fight? They know that there is no pudge. For 97 seconds, they are pudgeless on the side of Entity. It is a genuine 5v4. There's a DD. Roshan available in 38 seconds. They might be thinking about it. I mean, this is about as good an opportunity as it gets for the side of Liquid. They've even got a black hole, and look how far back. Guys, I think he was getting some mana. They've got a black hole. It was refreshed. So they're ready to go again. If they can find the Spider and pull back as well. Stormer does have a buyback on the park as well as Hitomi and Hero. Charging up onto the high ground. Will be thrown down, but into the middle of the fight. Mickey will go. Actually get snapped. Quill. He bought back for this. He needs to get a BKB off. He will. And there's the black hole. It catches onto two. They've caught Stormer's puck. However, there's the Aeon Disc. He will die with the Abyssal. Flies back into the fight. Moving forward. Fuels up into the air. BKB now from Boxy. They're committing onto the racks. Double buyback from Entity. Tiny's back into the fight. There's one racks remaining. Stormer trying to delay with the overwhelming blink. Tama Man being slowed down. I believe he doesn't have 25 yet. So 25 though on Boxy. 25% greater bash damage. And when you come charging in with that 25% greater bash damage, that's a lot. And Roshan is here. We have the Aghanim's Scepter. We have the Cheese and the Aegis. But Entity, they're moving over quick. The Spiders are on the way. Can it get done in time? I don't know if it will. The jump from Hitomi. Can he get there fast enough? I think he will. There's the stun. Macropire down. Tama Man pops it. Will grab it in the middle of the fight. He snatched though. Will onto two. Refresher being used from Mickey. Will pop it. And up onto the high ground he goes. Trying to catch it forward onto Fishman. They're going, trying to get the catch. They found Pure. And now, this could just be it. Down goes the Tiny. Buyback from the CM. Pure's being found. He's got no buyback either. And the Spider charges there. Boxy trying to get the vision. CM with the Nova. I'll see him up on the high ground here in a moment. He will catch the court with the freezing field and the frostbite. Just making a lot of space at the moment. There's another one. Taking it off with... But, oh well, we're just going to fight over on the side. Who cares about the Spider? Ike, Boxy, Zai, they're still committing over onto Stormstormer. The Racks, can they get it down? The rest of the team is running. Charge does connect. Flicker, get back. And Ike's just going to heal up, I believe. Obi's just sitting in the base. Or sitting here. He doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have a way to get back. Beggars will go down. LowerBracket charging back down the mid lane, and they're on to the tier 4s. There are no buybacks. Broodmother has to make his way back. Stormstormer, he's going to have a game of his life on this puck. He needs to somehow delay. There's just a one-man coil. He doesn't really catch on anyone. It's just the CM. He's off to the side. He's been caught by Spirit Breaker. He's trying to make space, but GG is called. Fishman, it's over. Oh, Team Liquid. Team Liquid take the game against Entity. Oh man, that was a tight one. And they will be progressing